In this video, what we will be discussing is the statement of financial position, more commonly known as the balance sheet. Okay, so this is normally the third component of the financial statements. So, ito yung itsura niya. As at the heading, we have the name of the company, tapos name of the report, statement of financial position, and then you have the end date of the report. Kung monthly siya, edi yung last day of the month. So, example is as of May 31, 2019. Kapag siya yung annual report as required and to be submitted sa mga regulatory agencies, so it's going to be, let's say, as of December 31, 2020. Okay? Kasi kumbaga, kung ano yung ending balances niya as of the year end, okay, yung end date ng report period. Okay. So, dito sa statement of financial position, ang makikita natin dito would be the assets, liab, and then the equity. Okay? Statement of financial position siya kasi, kumbaga, alamin mo kung magkano pa yung assets ng business, magkano pa yung resources na pwede niya magamit to operate the business. So, you have your total assets, and then you have your liabilities and equity, magkano pa yung utang ng business, and then magkano yung total na equity or puhunan ng owner. Okay, and then you have your total liabilities and equity. Expectation mo dito would be, dapat equal itong total assets saka itong total liability and equity. Okay, so that's why it's called balance sheet. Kailangan ay balance itong dalawang figures na ito. So, discussion natin, normally known as the balance sheet, pero yung official na tawag sa kanya, as per accounting standards, ay the statement of financial position. So, again, matatagpuan natin dito, assets, liab, and equity. Makapansin nyo, medyo inuulit natin para mas matandaan ninyo. Okay, so ang business, kapag nakapag-operate na siya, tapos may net income or loss sila, so naka-reflect na siya, diba, sa ending balance ng equity na makikita mo sa statement of financial position. Okay, so that's why ito yung ikatlo na ginagawa when you are preparing the financial statements. Again, mauuna muna yung income statement kasi kailangan mo yung net income or loss para ma-reflect siya sa ending balance ng equity. So, ikalawa mong gagawin yung statement of changes in equity para yung ending balance niya gagamitin mo sa statement of financial position. Yung ikatlong, ipe-prepare mo na financial statement. So, yan. Ang statement of financial position, ang figures na nakalagay dito ay yung ending balances ng mga account as of a particular date, which is normally yung ending ng period. So, hindi mo makikita dito yung paggalaw nila during the accounting period or the reporting year. So, for example, cash. Ending balance niya lang ang makikita mo dito. Yung mga pumasok na cash, na kolekta ng business, hindi mo siya malalaman pag dito ka tumingin. Okay? So, yung paglabas ng cash, mga nagastos, mga pinagbayaran sa buong taon, hindi mo din siya makikita dito. Ending balance lang. So, ending balances ng mga accounts yung provided sa balance sheet or sa statement of financial position. For the users of financial information, ano yung mga maaari nilang malaman from the figures presented dito sa statement of financial position? Okay, so we'll start here. Meron tayong tinatawag na articulation analysis. So, what does it mean? How do you do it? Articulation analysis is looking at a set of reports and some supporting schedules na rin to make well-informed decisions. So, di ba yung financial statements natin, we have 5 components. You have your income statement, statement of changes in equity, balance sheet, cash flows, tapos yung notes to financial statements. Hindi pwedeng isang report lang ang tingnan mo, tapos expect mo na maintindihan mo na lahat. So, that's not how it works. Yung 5 components niya ng financial statements, may kanya-kanya silang role, may kanya-kanya silang pinapakita, pero you also have to read them collectively. Diba? Yung figures mo dito sa balance sheet, may connection siya sa income statement and the others. Okay? So, yun yung articulation analysis na tinatawag. You have to relate one statement to another para mas maintindihan mo yung nangyari sa business. Okay? So, you connect all of them to get a better understanding of the business and its situation. So, di ba yung income statement it tells you the profitability, how much is the total income, total revenue, and then the net loss, and or the net income. Okay? And then changes in equity, it tells you how much the owner invested, magkano yung dinagdag niya, magkano yung withdraw niya, tapos magkano yung net income or loss. Okay? Makikita mo rin siya doon. And then ito ng balance sheet, magkano pa ang assets ng business, magkano pa ang utang na dapat bayaran, magkano ang equity ng may-ari. And then yung sa cash flows naman, edi ito, pwede mo siyang i-connect sa balance sheet. Kasi di ba may ending balance ka sa balance sheet, pero yung paggalaw niya, dito mo makikita sa cash flows. Magkano yung pumasok na pera, saan galing, inutang ba, or na-collect ba siya from customers. Tapos, pwede rin nagdagdag ng puhunan yung owner, kaya may pumasok na cash. Or, pwede rin namang tanong mo dito, saan ginastos ang cash? Okay? Nagbayad ba ng utang, mga expenses, or nag-withdraw ba si owner? Okay? And then yung last component ng financial statement, we have the notes. Usually, mga schedules, saka other miscellaneous information, hindi mo makikita sa face ng financial statements. Normally, yung face of the FS na sinasabi ay yung income statement saka balance sheet. Okay? Yun yung pinakang main kasi na component ng FS. Sila yung sinasabi nila, may significant role. Saka kita mo na agad yung profitability and as financial position ng business. Pero face din ng financial statements yung changes in equity saka cash flows. Kasi kumbaga, one-page reports lang yung apat na yun. Isang page sila halos. Okay, whereas yung notes yung medyo makapal na reports. Maraming number of pages kasi meron ka dyang company background information and then you have your accounting policies na in-implement and then if mga may estimates, changes, tapos breakdown ng mga items na makikita mo dun sa apat na reports, di ba? Yung cash, components niya, PPE, components niya, accounts payable, components niya, non-current liability, components niya, andun din makikita sa notes. Okay? Anyway, moving on. Focus natin in this video is the balance sheet. So, let's begin with the assets. So, cash, kaunahan. Ending balance ng cash. So, first question mo dito is, may sapat ba na cash ang business to operate in the current month? So, business-wise, merong nagsasabi na dapat ang maintaining level ng cash ay good for 3 months. Okay? On a personal level, di ba parang emergency fund lang ng isang tao? Kung isa kang working individual, tapos you have a family to support, tapos ganyan. Normally, di ba sinasabi, kailangan meron kang emergency fund worth 3 to 6 months ng sweldo mo. Okay? When it comes to businesses, ganun din. Kailangan ay meron din silang minimaintain a certain level of cash for emergencies or contingencies. So, paano malalaman ng business kung sapat ba yung kanyang cash? So, kailangan niyang tingnan ang kanyang internal records. Di ba mga businesses, meron naman silang cash receipts journal, saka cash disbursements journal. Yung cash receipts journal, record ng lahat ng natatanggap na pera ng business, pero mostly from customers, okay? And then you have your cash disbursement journal, record ng lahat ng pinagkagastusan ng business. Normally, mga operating expenses. So, di ba may total amounts naman yan monthly. So, kung may available kang records in the last 12 months, pwede mong kunin yung average, okay? Average monthly receipts, average monthly disbursements. Pero for the purpose ng pagkuha ng cash level, ang gagamitin natin ay yung monthly disbursements. Kasi yun yung paglabas ng pera eh. Mas mahalaga yung meron kang cash na gagastusin, okay? So, yung average monthly disbursements mo, i-multiply mo siya by 3. Tapos, essentially or ideally, yun yung amount of cash na dapat i-maintain ng business. So, remember, during this pandemic, dito natin nakita na karamihan ng businesses, good for 1 month lang ang mini-maintain na level of cash. Kaya after 1 month, hindi na nila kinaya mag-operate. Di ba, nung nag-lockdown, hindi nakapag-operate ang karamihan ng businesses. So, after 1 month, marami ang nagsara. Okay? So, yung iba na 3 months or more ang maintain nila, so, syempre, mas may kakayanan sila na mag-survive. Okay? Remember how the government asked private employers to pay their employees' salary for a period of 1 month? Di ba nag-lockdown March 17, tapos hindi nakapag-operate ang mga businesses mula March 17, wala pumapasok na pera sa businesses kasi sarado ang office din. Pero yung iba may sapat na pera para kahit paano tulungan din yung mga empleyado nila. Kasi nga, di ba, nakiusap ang government sa mga private businesses, private employers na bigyan ng 1 month salary yung mga employee kahit hindi nagtrabaho, kahit hindi pumasok. Kasi nga, sarado ang business. Okay? Kahit walang collection yung business, since meron silang maintain na 3 months worth of cash na pwede nilang gamitin for operations, for expenses. So yun, nakasurvive sila. Nagkaroon din naman kasi ng moratorium on debts saka mga contributions, kaya wala silang halos ibang ginastusan kundi yung pagbayad lang dun sa employees nila during that period na nag-lockdown. So this is an important thing to do, to maintain that level of cash para in case of, contingencies, emergencies, edi may kakayanan ka na mag-survive. In a normal situation, kung hindi nagkaroon ng pandemic, technically, ang cash level nakapantay ng isang buwang kagastusan, that's good enough, okay? Sa darating na buwan kasi, di ba, may mabebenta naman ang business, may marerender silang service, makakakollect naman sila sa customers nila. So, yung kagastusan, pwedeng doon na lang nila ibangga, doon na lang nila kunin. In a normal situation, that is. Kailangan walang masamang mangyayari, di ba? Walang hindi inaasahang sitwasyon na mag-arise. Pero yun nga, emergencies do happen as we've experienced, ayan ang pandemic. Other emergencies and unexpected situations na pwede mangyari, yung calamities, fire, typhoon, earthquake, ayan. So, ito yung mga bagay na pwede mong maisip habang tinitingnan mo yung level ng cash. Tatanungin mo sarili mo, sasapat ba to? Kailangan bang dagdagan natin? Sobra ba? Pwede kayang bawasan ng konti? And then, another thing, pwede nilang isipin din, paano nila gagawin yun? Kung kulang, paano pupunan? Tipid muna tayo sa ibang expenses, alin ang pwedeng bawasan. So, in this case, you can look at the income statement. So, again, articulation analysis. Nasa statement of financial position ka, pero kailangan mo rin tingnan ang income statement. Okay? So, aling items ang pinakamalaking kagastusan? Pwede bang bawasan? Pwede bang magtipid ng konti dito? Or, pwede din naman na palakihin na lang ang income or ang collection from customers. Magbenta ng mas marami kaysa last year. Humanap ng new clients or additional clients para mas marami ang marenderan ng service. So, these are just some of the situations na pwedeng ma-experience. And then, next, we have accounts receivable. So, I haven't seen anything that suggests at what level this account should be maintained. Gano'n nga ba dapat kalaki lang or kaliit ang accounts receivable? In my opinion lang, siguro mga 10 to 20% of annual sales is good enough. Siyempre, revolving naman yung balance nito. So, 20 seems acceptable pa. Pero beyond that, medyo concerning na, baka may problema na sa collection procedure. So, ano yung revolving na sinabi ko kanina? Di ba kapag may sales or render service, may i-record na receivable. Tapos, may previously billed customers naman na nagbabayad. So, debit credit lang. May dagdag, may bawas dun sa account. So, yung ending balance niya at any given point in time, normally, hindi siya mag-zero out. Okay? As long as you're operating may existing credit term ka for your customers, merong balance yung receivables talaga. So, what do you do kapag yung balance niya is masyadong mataas? So, let's say, halos mga lahat ng iyong annual sales. So, ang implication doon, mahina kayong makakolekta mula sa customer. So, again, current situation, pandemic, halos lahat tayo medyo hirap. So, that's understandable. Pero kung walang pandemic, how would you explain the high level of receivable? Merong collecting department ba ang inyong business? Or meron bang personnel na responsible for collecting or following up on customers? Hindi masamang mag-remind sa customer. Di ba, we call it soft reminder, either call or text or email. Gusto mo medyo official looking, mag-email ka. Gusto mo business-like pero friendly, you can make a call. Kaya, kasi dun sa call, normally, di ba, kinig yung tone of voice mo, yung medyo naglalambing. Ay, hello po, reminder lang po ng inyong account ay due na on Friday. Hopefully, makakolect po kami. kahit hanggang next week po. Okay, so parang ganyan. It's all in the delivery and the rapport with the person you're talking to. Kung madalas kayong mag-usap every time may transaction between your company and theirs, so surely familiar naman na kayo with each other. And alam niyo na kung paano kayo, mag-handle ng things, transaction. So, respect pa din. Huwag kang magre-remind na same day due agad. Tapos yung tone mo medyo demanding or irritable. So, hindi siya nakaka-encourage magbayad. Baka just to spite you, baka i-delay ng 2 weeks ang pagbabayad best, di ba? So, we're all going through hard times. Remain kind and be understanding. Yes, you and your business has needs, but it's the same for everyone else, okay, at the moment. Okay, next we have inventories. Sapat ba ang inventory level mo para punan ang demand? Okay, kapag may bumibili, may nabebenta pa ba na products? Or umabot na ba sa point na out of stock na yung karamihan ng mga items mo? Or meron kang items na hindi mabenta? Kumbaga ay matumal, okay? Depende sa situation, the business should appropriately respond. So ito nga, part ng decision-making talaga ng business kung bakit itong financial reports ay important. Ayan, kailangan i-monitor ng business yung inventory. Sa simula, pagbaguhan pa lang yung business, as much as possible, do it day-to-day, on a day-to-day basis. Pag medyo tumagal na at gamay mo na kung alin yung mabenta or hindi, siguro weekly na lang or monthly. So, ang products, they come and go din, So, dumadating yung time na sawa na yung mga tao or may alternative products na mas mabenta, may bagong release, so, or iba na yung uso. So, yun, mga things to consider, So, alisin or palitan ang hindi mabenta, yung madalas out of stock, damihan. Okay, kung dumadami ang customers, i-adjust din ang volume ng products. So, sayang kasi ang opportunity. Kung pwedeng pataasin ang sales, go ahead, diba? Okay, next item, we have supplies. So, mga gamit sa office or sa operations. Normally, kaya itong i-estimate based on pangangailangan, based on a need basis. So, gaano ba kadalas gamitan itong mga supplies na ito? So, gaano kadami ang nagagamit sa isang buwan? So, natitipid ba to? Or hindi ba pwedeng tipirin? Okay. So, merong ganun na considerations. Okay, next is fixed assets. So, depende sa scale ng company, small, medium, or large company ka ba? So, land or building, do we need it or not? Kailangan bang pag-aari natin yan? Or pwede bang umupa lang muna tayo? Alin ang mas magastos, bili or upa? So, you have to ask these questions before mag-decide. Depende din sa business. Kung malaking factory ka, kailangan mo ng maraming warehouse or marami kang branches, satellite offices. So, if there is a need at kaya naman ng resources, may pambili ka naman, mas maganda kung sarili mo na yung land and building. And especially kung feeling mo naman magtatagal pa kayong mag-operate into the future. Okay, next, office equipment. So, furniture and fixture. Normally, you can't go wrong on this. Pero syempre, may mga boss na medyo lavish, magastos best. Magandang maging boss, pero minsan detrimental sa limited resources. Yung lahat ng gusto ng empleyado ay binibigay lagi. So, regardless of the cost. Huwag naman ganun, On the part of the financials, di yung sakto lang sana. So, just like everything else, di ba, pag kulang, hindi maganda. Kapag sobra, hindi din maganda. So, kailangan sakto lang. Okay? So, normally in these situations, ang basihan ay cost versus benefit na tinatawag natin. The benefits should outweigh the cost. Okay? Gagastusan ng business, pero dapat may magandang effect. Okay? Makakadagdag ba yan ng sales? Makakadagdag ba yan ng clients? Let's say, gagastos ka ng 100,000 for a television advertisement, tapos in the year following that campaign, ang nadagdag lang sa sales mo ay 80,000. So, is it worth it? Gumastos ka ng 100,000, ang bumalik lang sa'yo is 80,000. So, parang nalugi ka pa, di ba? So, medyo mahirap talaga mag-decide. Some of the questions are you sure it will be beneficial? If yes, by how much? Is the value of the benefit more than the cost? Okay? Yung gumastos ka for the business tapos walang balik, that's bad business, okay? This is why it's not easy to make such decisions. Conman, may mga employee or managers na sobrang confident kapag nagpe-present ng proposal, nangangako ng result na ganito ganyan, very promising, very advantageous, pero based on nothing. Kumbaga, hunch lang nila, feeling lang nila, confident lang sila na magandang mangyayari kapag ginastosan yung isang endeavor or activity. Okay? Pero, more likely than not, mas madalas na mangyayari. Kapag implementation na, ginastosan na yung project, ano nangyayari? Poor excuses na. Where's the result you promised? Boss, ganito, ganyan kasi. Alam mo na, pandemic, bigla kasing ganito, ganyan. Ayan. So, yung mga projects involving millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions, in a corporate setting, inaabot ng ilang taon bago mag-come up with a decision ang isang company. Okay? Some companies, they are more decisive than others. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Okay, so I'll try to compile some examples of that later. Separate video na lang. Alright, so that's the portion for the assets. Let's go to liabilities naman. Utang naman ng business. So, normal question dito is, magkano pa ang utang na dapat bayaran? Okay, tapos sisilip ka sa cash at receivables, okay, sa taas. Okay, may pangbayad ba ang business? Kaya bang magbayad ng utang? Okay, magkano ang utang na due within next year? Magkano ang collections natin? After that, kung sapat yung collection sa current liabilities, after that, magkano pa ang utang natin? Gaano pa katagal bago mabayaran yung lahat-lahat ng utang? Okay? Or, kung wala pang masyadong utang si company, tapos may balak siyang projects in the coming years, or nag-iisip siya ng ganon, pwede kaya akong mangutang next year? If so, magkano kaya? Okay? If mangutang ako ng ganyan kalaki, kakayanin ko ba na bayaran yun? May excess cash ba tayo para doon? Or lalaki ba yung ating sales para doon? So, mga ganyan, considerations mo. Another scenario is, let's say, malaki yung balance ng liability ng company. May dumaan kasing panahon na kinailangan nila ng malaking pera, pero ngayon, okay na sila. Concern nila ngayon, dahil malaki yung balance niya, malaki din yung binabayaran na interest expense. So, nag-iisip sila ngayon, bayaran na ba natin partially yung principal para mabawasan din yung ating interest expense? Kasi million din yung interest expense eh. So, kung may idle excess cash yung company, so maaari, pwedeng magbayad sila ng principal na utang nila. Okay, last portion, we have the equity. Okay, sa owners, hindi nila masyadong concern ito. Well, concern sila kasi syempre gusto nilang lumalaki yung kanilang equity or capital account. And then, with regards sa creditors or potential creditors, or yung mga financial institutions na balak utangan ng business, tinitingnan nila itong portion na to, equity. So, i-compare nila sa liability. Normally, gusto nila mas malaki ang equity balance compared sa liability. Ang implication kasi nito, kayang suportahan ng owner ang business nang hindi siya nagre-rely sa utang. Okay? So, imagine mo kung mas malaki yung liability kaysa sa equity. So, magdadalawang isip ngayon itong mga creditors or yung mga magpapautang. Baka hindi makabayad to. Okay? Marami na siyang utang tapos uutang pa ulit. So, parang wala ng personal na pera na inilalagay sa business. Nang hahanap nilang palagi ng uutangan. So, there's that possibility. Kaya, yung mga tao na may mga business ideas, pero walang pera, walang pangpuhunan, minsan mahirap makapagsimula talaga. Okay? Uutang ka sa bank or sa other financial institutions, madaming requirements. Financial statements for the last 2 or 3 years. Magsisimula pa nga lang ako, diba? So, ganun. It's a sad reality. But, to those businesses naman, di ba, yung mga magpapautang, mga nagpapautang, syempre, pinaprotektahan lang din nila yung sarili nila. Baka mamaya, hindi talaga makabayad. So, malugi yung business, di ba, na pinaglagyan ng puhunan. So, paano na? Baka hindi na makabayad talaga. So, gusto lang nilang masiguro din na may kakayanan magbayad itong mangungutang sa kanila. Kaya, check nila yung equity portion ng financial statements. Okay? Mas prefer nila na client yung mga mag-expand, gagawa ng new venture, pero may existing na sila. So, yun. Kasi meron na silang existing source na pwedeng ipambayad nila. In case na mangutang sila ngayon, mayroong pagkukunan sila ng pambayad. Okay? So yun. So, alright, this is it for the discussion ng Statement of Financial Position. Thanks and bye!